Shooting in a chaotic environment is just never easy. The trick is taking that chaos and making it work for you. In this video, you're gonna learn how you can take any city's bustling streets and unpredictable light and turn them into the perfect backdrop for stunning, natural shots. It's time to hit the streets of New York and show you how it all comes together. As we wander, I'm gonna try and give you guys like little bits of behind the scenes, why I'm stopping, where I'm stopping, what we're kind of looking for. In general, sort of how we're posing and creating moments with our couple. So Hannah and Stone are here and we're gonna get going like right away. So guys, we're gonna bring y'all like right in here. First stop for us is always just sort of a warm-up location. Getting an idea of how they're gonna vibe and kind of what mood they're in and what the chemistry is gonna feel like. Slowly launch the plane instead of like, hey, dip her and kiss her 5 seconds in is a really like respectful way to treat this whole thing. So the hope is that I can actually take this line framing the vessel back there and kind of put you guys into it a little bit, right? So I'm gonna have you guys just face each other, all 4 hands down low and close that gap. Perfect. I came earlier and I put this white line here for you to walk down. And we're going slow though. You're not walking New York speed.
Watch out.
Mark, you literally just saved my life. I was going down on that one for sure. Let's jump back into the high line, kind of take a walk. So the hope was that we were gonna be out here in like direct sun. Because there's no directional light, everything feels like it has the same general value. A lot of times I'll use light or I'll use sun as an opportunity to draw importance to something. So what we have to do instead is like use cool compositional ideas as well as our couple to create lines that draw importance into a frame. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm actually gonna take the 2 of you guys and you're gonna go to that balcony. Scooch this way just a little bit. And then I just want you guys to hold hands. Here's a cool piece of advice from a posing perspective. The closer I am to you, the closer I want you to each other, right? And when I get further away, like right here, I want you to have space between your bodies. You gotta hold on to him somehow so it doesn't look like he's mugging you in New York. Why don't we go over there with them and see if we can make it more interesting? Like that, perfect. Close the gap with y'all's heads for me. There we go. Shooting in a city that is this dynamic with this much movement comes with unexpected pieces. And so we've got a ton of people all over the place just trying to get home from work. So we're gonna allow them to just let the poses kind of be who they are and then allow the architecture to tell the story around them. So I want you to kind of like maybe even wrap through his arm, flirt with him up like that. We're gonna bring this wild city scene and we're gonna actually suck it in around us a little bit and we're gonna create ecosystem we can control. Pull into her just so the chemistry between you guys sort of mimics the street. There you go, perfect. So we've got 2 linear people, 2 linear buildings on either side and just enough of a gap of them between them. And so now when we shoot, we're gonna kind of composite that stack and allow the foreground to mimic the background. So what I'm probably gonna have Stone you do is like this type of thing and then let her kind of like lean back into you. Does that sound good? So just by giving them the opportunity to sort of play with it, make it their own, fix it in any way that they feel like it's a good fit, you end up breaking the pose and actually creating a better chemistry. Yeah, that's a cool shot. So we mentioned a few times that the biggest struggles for shooting in a city is just the movement. So one of the best things that we can do is create ecosystems for ourselves to shoot in. Ideally, we're gonna be able to try and get an isolated shot of the 2 of them on this bridge. We are walking, but we're not in a hurry. Can you guys just pose up right there, actually, since we have it isolated? She asked for a shot kind of peeking through the trees. You're gonna have to pivot him though, because I'm looking at his back. There it is. The bridge itself, it's so hard. Like the lines are so angular and functional that we wanted their posing to feel very intentional as well. So I had them walk at first. The walking didn't actually feel very natural on the bridge, but as soon as I kind of stopped him and put him in a little bit more of a stoic pose, the shot felt absolutely natural. It really felt like it fit in the space, which was pretty cool. Okay, so super contrast to everything else that we've shot. We've got a really dark, kind of moody area around, and so we're gonna actually put them in the light in front of that so that all that dark spill just goes to almost black, and you're gonna just end up with like texture behind them without a whole lot of detail. You can pull him in, you can twirl her, but I'm gonna just continually shoot the motion and not so much the frame, okay? I'm gonna set my camera for the frame that I want, and then we're gonna allow their motion to just be the fill inside of that frame. That movement is gonna become kind of a blurry, sort of just cinematic mess of goodness. All right, you guys, I'm exhausted. That was such a whirlwind and at the same time, such a cool opportunity to just sort of wander around Manhattan. If you don't already like and follow and subscribe to this channel, do that. Hey, last thing, if you haven't tried the iconic color profile yet from Imagen, you have to do that. It is based on over 20,000 images that we've run through this amazing AI system in order to just bring forward the color that we've been working to create over the last decade. So try Iconic, follow and like Imagen, and then find me over on Instagram. Thanks so much.